Hi, Casey with Countryside Flower Shop and Nursery. And today we're going to talk about screening. You know, have you got that neighbor that you just don't really want to see their yard? You know, and I can understand that because I am that neighbor. I'm the one with the messy yard. But sometimes you really just don't want to see. Now, I have a hedging around my house that is good for the summer, but not for the winter. But, you know, my yard is much cleaner in the winter, so it's not that big of a problem. For people who have things that they don't want to see year-round, you want something evergreen, something that's going to hold its foliage, okay? And something that works really, really well for that is the Emerald Arborvitae. Emerald Arborvitae are really great because they don't have a real wide base to them. You know, their base is going to be about like this, in that 3, maybe 4 foot range. Height on them, you know, they can get reasonably tall if you let them. If you want to keep them a little bit shorter, you can. But realistic height on an Emerald Arborvitae is going to be about 12 to 15 feet. So if you've got an area where you've got a tighter fence line, where you don't have, you know, a lot of room to work with, Emerald is a good plant to use there. The main key with Emerald is to make sure that it has enough sunlight. It does not like shade. It will not like it in any way, shape, or form. So if you put it in a real low light level, it's not going to perform well. It does need the sunlight. And again, key with Arborvitae is make sure that they're watered. The main key that people have when they don't have success with Arborvitae is they do one of two things. They don't water them at all, or they drown them. You know, so the best way to do it is just get a soaker hose, wind it in around through the plant, and turn it on, let it run for about 20 minutes. You know, something like this, you might want to go 25 minutes, but you kind of have to watch your soaker hose. See how quickly it's soaking down in. If at the end of 15 minutes, it looks like it's pretty well soaked, then turn it off. You know, if it's the end of 15 minutes, it looks like it's still soaking in pretty quickly, leave it for a few more minutes. You've just got to kind of work with it. It's not an how much do I water this week? It's not an exact science. You have to go out there, you have to look, you have to see what your plants are doing. Okay, we're also going to talk about Techny in just a second. We're going to go take just a short break and go over there. Hi, so we're back so we can talk about Techny Arborvitae. Techny Arborvitae are going to be a deeper green, and Techny Arborvitae are going to get considerably larger than the Emerald Arborvitae that we just talked about. These, the base on them are going to get probably a minimum of 6 feet. They can get wider, but a good spacing on these is about 5 to 6 feet apart. And height on these are going to be easily in that 15 to 20. I've seen them as high as 20, 25. But these will give you a really, really nice tight screen. But again, something for a wider area where you've got a little bit more room to work with. Again, another excellent screen. Sunny, they can take a little bit of shade, not a whole lot, but they can take a little bit of shade and they'll still do fine. But an excellent screening plant. Come in and take a look. Thank you. Bye.